what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a story time video. A lot of you guys follow me on social media, Instagram, things like that. You guys will know what has happened over the last little while. So I thought that I'd film a video. It's so funny because like a lot of these type video titles are like clickbait, but like every time I do a storytime video that's like crazy, it's real. Like, you know, I haven't done a clickbait video. No, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with clickbait. I mean, do you? But I'm just saying, unfortunately, this is not clickbait. Where do I even start? Last week I was invited on a brand trip to Los Angeles, California. And it was amazing. It was such a good little trip thing. And it just so happens that while I was in LA, like my friends in the band Cold Front were actually traveling down California, and they were gonna be basically where I was at the same time. Now the guys in Cold Front I've known for a very long time. The drummer Michael is my best friend. God, how long have we known each other? Like 10, 15, I don't even know at this point. 12 years? I don't know. So we had talked about it before I left, and the premise of this was that I was gonna hop on tour with them. They were gonna pick me up on their way through Los Angeles, and I was gonna spend a couple days with them, and we were gonna drive through to Arizona and to Texas. I've never been to Arizona. I have been to Texas, but I've never really seen it, and I thought, you know, that'd be fun, good Instagram pics, you know. I had an amazing time in Los Angeles while I was there. We went to a ranch in Malibu. I was actually there with Keels, and I vlogged all of this for you guys, but unfortunately I don't have the footage, and you guys will see why in a hot minute. After an amazing couple days with Keels, the guys stopped at my hotel and they picked me up, and basically we set off for a couple days. I decided that I was going to spend 3 days with them, and then I was going to fly home from San Antonio, Texas on the Sunday. Today is actually Friday, so this was like a week ago. It sucks because, I mean, I'll get into it, but I had so much stuff, like I had so many pre-planned filmed videos for you guys that just don't exist anymore, so I guess that's why I'm filming this, because I'm kind of at like a loss and I don't really know like what to do next. The guys picked me up, and if you guys want to see like pictures of all of this stuff, just go to my Instagram, Tasha Leelyn. Like, the guys picked me up, we drove through Arizona. We did so much fun stuff. Like, I had such a blast on tour with them. We saw a bunch of like cacti, which is, you know, very Tasha, and it was just a blast. So the day came where I was heading home. The night before was like a drive through the night. Paul actually drove the van through the night so that we could get there in time. I think it was like a 7-hour drive to San Antonio. When we finally got to San Antonio, I think the first thing we did was eat. We had quite a bit of time, about 2 hours before my plane left, so we decided we were gonna go eat. So we stopped at a Taco Bell and we all ate, and then afterwards we were like in the parking lot of the Taco Bell. For the majority of the trip, my luggage was in the trailer, so it was a van and a trailer that we were in. That's like what they tour in. They're still on tour right now. They're almost home. Can't wait till they're home. So I kept my luggage in the trailer for the whole time I was with them. I just had my backpack with me, and my backpack went with me everywhere I went. After we were finished eating, I decided, well, because I got so much stuff on this brand trip, I really had to like sort out what I was gonna take with me, and then what I wasn't gonna take with me, they were gonna actually just bring home for me in the trailer, just because I only had to carry on to fly home with. And I repacked my suitcase, and what I did was anything that I wanted immediately when I got home, I put into my suitcase, and anything that I could live without for like another week or so was gonna stay in this bag that Keels got me. So I put the Keels bag into the trailer, and I took my suitcase and I put it into the van with me because I was gonna be leaving in about an hour. I also had like my backpack, which I had like my laptop in, my vlog camera in, my money in. We decided that we were gonna go to a mall because there was a Vans store. I really wanted this long sleeve shirt from Vans, and then Michael wanted to get some shoes, and we had an hour to kill, so it was like, might as well go to the mall, you know? Let me just like set the scene for you guys. This was broad daylight. It was about, I think it was like 2 o'clock. This mall was so busy, like it was walking through it was like there were so many people. It was a Sunday, like it was booming. The amount of time that we were in this mall was, I want to say like 40 minutes. Where we parked too was we parked like in one of the front spots. There's a massive lineup of like people like meeting someone. like just right in front of us. We went inside, we got our stuff, we came out, like I said, 30-40 minutes. As I'm opening the back passenger side door, Michael's opening the front driver's side door, and I open the door and then I just hear him say something like, my lock is cut, or my lock is broke, something like that. And I was like, what? He's like, the lock in my door, it's cut. And then I just remember, this is what my brain did. It looked down to where my suitcase would be, nothing was there. It looked over to the bench where my backpack would be, nothing was there. Now the reason I left my backpack in the car was because I had packed it so heavy with all my stuff because I couldn't fit anything. They didn't want to lug it around the mall with me, so all I took was my little wallet, and all my wallet had in it was my driver's license. Like, thinking back, I should have just grabbed my backpack, but like I said, it was so packed that I didn't want to lug it around the mall. And then all of a sudden my brain just went, your passport. My passport was in the bag, my backpack, that was gone. And I don't deal with situations, like I have a lot of anxiety, but I also have this thing where I get super frustrated over very small things and quickly, like it can just erupt very quickly. It was that I was here and then I saw my suitcase was gone, and then I saw my backpack was gone, and then I saw my passport was gone, and then by that time I was like, okay. So I knew that like I was about to have a freak out / anxiety attack, so I just walked away. I just walked away from the van and I just started crying. You know, I didn't really want everybody else to like experience me like that, I think. So I was pretty much bawling my eyes out, and I called Jordan, and he kind of told me what the next steps were without having a passport. Eventually I like kind of walked back and I was like, you know, what's gone? Like, what did everybody lose? So 2 of the other guys lost laptops as well. So in total they got 3 MacBooks in this thing. They got like Paul's wallet, all of Paul's money that he had, because you know, we're Canadian, so we have to bring American cash with us. All of them had a backpack stolen as well, which was just like full of like personal items, and there was prescription medication that was stolen as well. Everything that I had with me was taken. Like, my luggage had like all my clothes, all my makeup, like I said, my vlog camera, which is why I have no vlog footage, my laptop, which is why I lost a lot of video footage that I was like working on at the moment, all of the cash that I had. Every day when I think about it, I just like remember more and more stuff that was like in my bag, like, but like, you know, small tiny things that maybe like don't mean a lot to other people, but just like things that I've saved up for and bought, like my Matt and Nat boots and bag, heels trip I can't get back, the tour vlog I can't get back. Like, we filed a police report, which, you know, didn't do much, doesn't do anything. The mall checked if there was like cameras, but they said there was gonna take like 24 to 48 hours or something to see if they even found anything on those. The biggest thing here was that my passport was stolen, and I was in the United States and I'm a Canadian citizen and I didn't have a passport. So my flight was supposed to leave at like 4 o'clock, and this all happened I think around like 2. It's so funny that like no one has a way to help you. It's like in a situation like that, which I assume happens a lot, it was like no one knew what to do. Like, all the people I was calling had no idea what to do. The consulate, or like the embassy, the Canadian one was closed because it was Sunday. We went to the airport and we tried to get help and tried to figure out like, could I get on the plane? Basically, I couldn't get on the plane. So there was nobody working the Air Canada desk, and it was Sunday, so immigration wasn't even in at the airport. Michael got us a hotel that night, which was very sweet. And, you know, we stayed. We even went back to the mall to look to see if they had like disposed, like if they were like, oh, this suitcase is just full of girls' clothes, we don't need this, tossed it. We went back to look to see if they had tossed anything. We didn't find anything. I think one of the biggest things for me was that like I was so ready to go home, and then I just couldn't. And I think that's what made me the most upset, was that I was like so close to going home, and then it was like now I'm being told like I can't go home. So I think that along with like remembering all the footage I got was like why I was so upset. Like, I was a blubbering mess for the first little bit, and then I had some tough moments, but I, for the most part, tried to like, you know, keep them in. The next day I went to the airport really early to see if I could talk to Air Canada to get on my flight because I'd called and I had switched my flight to the next day, and then the guys eventually dropped me back off at the hotel and then at the airport, and basically like if I couldn't get on a flight they'd come back and pick me up. You know what, like I'm not one to shit on companies, but like Air Canada, I will never fly on your airline ever again because you guys didn't do anything to make me feel like I was okay or I was safe, like as someone that's like in a country and can't get home. The girl that I talked to on the phone was so rude, and it was almost like as I was trying to get help, she was like, it was almost like I was like inconveniencing her, and she was just like sighing a lot, and I was like in tears. Like it was a rough time. Air Canada couldn't help me. They told me to go to another airline and find a new flight. I had talked to the consulate that morning, and they had told me that if I were to fly to as close as I could to the border, so the border to Canada is basically Buffalo, New York, if I were to fly to there and then cross by land, by law it's illegal, they can't deny me access into my own country. Basically they promised me that if I flew to Buffalo and crossed by land that I could get home. Long story short, I had to pay another $525 just to get a flight to Buffalo. And it's kind of like, what if someone didn't have money for this? You know, they've paid for this flight, Air Canada, and they get everything they have stolen, and then they can't pay for this flight and you can't switch the flight for them. It's like, without my dad having used his credit card to like pay for this flight, I really don't know how I would have gotten home. That to me is just so insane. It's just like, it was so, like there's no heart. There, like, and you're far away from home, you think like at least your airline that's like from your country would like, you know, make you feel safe. No. Fuck Air Canada, for lack of a better word. Fuck them. So what I did was I went from counter to counter to try and find a flight to Buffalo. I found one with Delta that flew to Atlanta and then it flew to Buffalo, and like I said, this was a $525 flight one way, which is insane. Flew to Buffalo around 4 o'clock and I got to Buffalo around midnight. My uncle picked me up and we drove across the border and we went through customs at the border in a car. And basically I was let back into the country, and then we had a 2-hour drive from the border to my house. That's basically the story of what happened. I think Cold Front, the band that I was with, they said it best. Basically, yesterday our van was broken into a shopping mall in San Antonio, Texas. Thankfully our trailer was not touched and we still have all of our equipment. Between ourselves and our friend Tasha Leelyn, who was touring with us at the time, we still lost approximately $15,000 in personal items, including laptops, cameras, sunglasses. I lost the sunglasses that Benefit gave me on our Benefit trip, along with like the Ray-Bans that like I had just recently purchased, which, you know, material things, but like doesn't mean it doesn't suck. Prescription medication, miscellaneous electronics, clothing, and Tasha's passport. We're not asking for money or setting up any type of funding page. These were just things and can all be replaced in time. If you want to help us out, the best thing you can do, and I'd like to reiterate this, if you want to help me or if you want to help Cold Front, the best thing that you can do is go to the link in our bio, which the link will be in the description box, and purchase Cold Front's new record. That would mean more to us than new laptops ever would. We want to keep touring and playing bigger and better shows, and record sales go a long way in helping us do that. Then they asked them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, I always try to see the best in people, and that's just who I am as a person. Like, I always want to try to believe that everyone is a good person and that no one would do something so horrible. But my faith in humanity is a little bit broken right now. I remember just like, it's just kind of like a personal like violation. I just feel the amount of information that person has on my computer, and you know, like all of the work and the videos that I've been working on over the past, it just feels violating. And then when I was on the airplane home, it was just like I was sitting beside 2 people and I'm like, I don't know these people. Like, you know, you don't know what people are capable of. It's a very uncomfortable feeling knowing someone was in the van, knowing someone has all of my things is just so fucking frustrating that I can't do anything about it. Touring bands they're already stretched pretty thin, so if you guys do want to help, you can go like Cold Front on Facebook, or you can go and grab some merch, grab a CD. There are so many ways to help that, you know, it doesn't involve that. Like even if you don't have money, like, you know, you can still help. Just, you know, go listen to Cold Front on Spotify. If you have a friend that, you know, is into pop punk music, tell them about Cold Front. Like Cold Front said in this message, means more to us than new laptops ever would. So I guess that's the main reason I'm making this video, is to ask you guys to show our girl gang love to Cold Front and show some support, because that would mean the absolute world to me, and I know that you guys, a lot of you already have done that, which is so sweet of you, so thank you very much. A secondary message in this is to not lose hope. I mean, there's a lot of terrible people out there in this world, but through this I've also realized how many good and like just amazing people there are that have reached out to me and wanted to help. Don't let the shitty people in life get you down, I guess, is my final message. But also, if you stole my stuff, fuck you. I don't know if they can even get on my laptop, but if they could, they know I'm a YouTuber, and if you see this video, I hope that you rot in a very terrible place. Thank you guys so much for watching, but I did want to make this video and apologize for the lack of videos, because I know I promised you tons of videos and I told you I was super motivated, but I lost, you know, 6 videos. Anyways, I am gonna go and try to film another video and keep motivated and just keep on keeping on. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Thank you for all of your support. Don't forget that link is in the down bar. Even if you just want to like listen to them on Spotify, that would be amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart again. I'll see you later.